When looking back at the last 2 years, there's a picture current Monrovia Unified School Board member Maritza Travanti will never forget.
I had the presence of mind of taking that picture, knowing that this was a historical moment.
The photo shows former school board president Rob Hammond signing documents to close our schools due to COVID-19. On Friday the 13th of March 2020, MUSD schools were shut down.
And in that break, I thought, I should probably go to the store. I don't know what's really going on. And when I got into the store, there was nothing on the shelf. And the lines were all the way to the back of the store. And that became very real.
At the time, it was supposed to be a short-term solution to the problem, with an understanding that schools would be open later that school year.
Thank you. Obviously, we are not at the district office.
As we now know, that wasn't the case.
At that moment, we thought we were just closing down or dismissing schools for 2 to 3 weeks. And now we know, fast forward, that wasn't just 2 to 3 weeks. It was prolonged for almost a year.
The school district had to pivot in a way like no other. Distance learning, Zoom classrooms, and everything else needed to have students learn from home. With each passing week, new COVID guidance came down from the LA County Department of Health. The school board had to constantly review and adjust its plan.
We had to put in a lot of flexibility into our thinking. And so it wasn't a set plan. It was, this is what we're going to do until the next step.
To keep up with the steady stream of new information, the board held weekly meetings to keep families and the community informed.
So if you look at it in the 2020 perspective, the school board went from 26 meetings, and I think we ended up with 42 or 43 meetings from March until December.
As the 2019-2020 school year started to close, Monrovia Unified School Board had one thing in mind for the end of the year. They were giving Monrovia High School seniors a graduation they deserve.
Something we latched onto because we know how much it means for every graduating class, but especially the class of 2020. They missed out on so much of the regular activities that you look forward to your entire career in high school.
There were several hoops to jump through with the health department, but our district accomplished its graduation goal.
Marissa Lugo, National Honor Society.
It was different than what everyone was used to, having drive-through graduation, but it gave students and families a way to celebrate the 2020 seniors.
Because of what we did in Monrovia, many other school districts in LA County were able to have a graduation too because they followed our matrix. Our matrix held to exactly what the guidelines were from LA County Health Department. They were exact.
After the celebration, it was time to start planning how the district would welcome students back the following school year.
My commitment to you is that I will be here for you on this journey. I will walk alongside you and offer support.
With learning pods and hybrid learning during the 2020-21 school year, there was some hope for getting students back into the classroom. However, it was another year of adapting and having to deal with masks, Zoom classrooms, and trying to figure out new ways to have students learn.
The teachers and the staff, everybody involved, went really above and beyond. We had teachers that had to learn new ways of teaching, new ways of communicating. Everybody involved had to adapt and change, and they did that so beautifully.
Fast forward to the 2021-22 school year, Monrovia Unified just closed out a normal graduation season. Families were back in the stands to cheer on graduates as they move up the education ladder or take the next steps beyond Monrovia Unified.
We are deeply honored to have shared a part of your life. We are grateful for the role you have played in the lives of this very special high school.
Our Board of Education will never forget the efforts of our staff, parents, and community during COVID-19 and how they helped pave the way for these festive end-of-the-year events. From drive-by parades to our food workers serving 1 million meals, it was all needed to get to this point.
Each school went through their neighborhoods with signs on their car, with pictures, things saying, you know, we miss you, we love you, we can't wait to see you again. And that meant a lot for our students. And it meant a lot for our teachers to see their students out in the front yards holding signs, you know, for them.
Well, our food workers were, I don't have the words for the effort, the concern, the passion that they put in to make sure that our students were taken care of. We've recognized them many times, and we'll continue to recognize them and thank them for the job that they did.
Preparing for the 2022-23 school year, we see a brighter future with our students back in the classroom 100% of the time. Something the district holds in high regard when it comes to getting all students ready for college, career, and life here in Monrovia.
When you lose the connection to your campus, it's detrimental to the education process. And we have to keep that connection at all costs now. We have learned a very valuable lesson. Do not remove people from campuses unless it's absolutely unavoidable. And for goodness sakes, make sure they can get a connection to a teacher, because it makes a world of difference in their education.